Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Pharaoh. Welcome back to the channel, and this will be episode 3 of the Ep3 free-to-play guide. So, I know I threw a lot of information at you guys in the first 2. I did the selective summoning. I talked about all of the beginning adventure, just the walls you're going to run into, strengthening your heroes, through awakening, promotion, skill enhancement, things of that nature. And today, we're just going to have like an easier day, talk about some different things in the game. So some things you might see here in the shop that are completely free to play, once again, are things that you can get here, these charms. When you do Labyrinth, you get these ancient coins. Always save all of them to get charms like these. Literally never get this stuff. When you're later on in the game, like late game, this is something you might do, get malicious bug charms to do a higher level of Labyrinth that is available. But yeah, this is really all that matters, because these are extremely hard charms to get. Stuff like the conquest points you get from Arena, the first thing you're going to want to look for with these is this set here, the Victory Season Equipment set. And you're going to buy the ring. This ring has effectiveness with speed and health on it. It's fantastic for Furious. Getting this to like plus 12 basically ensures that your Furious has enough, if not plus 9, because you may run the hit set with him too. So this is the one piece of gear you definitely want to get from Arena early on. Other great things to get from Arena, like there could be some other gear in here you want to get or something. And as the seasons get farther away, they become 70% off, and 60, 50, 40, and so on. Another thing you'll want to get every season is the Unknown Slate. It allows you to increase the devotion skill level of a 5-star hero. And then Molagora on a weekly basis is a pretty fantastic thing to pick up. I would wait on doing the energy until you have the Unknown Slate, and then the Molagora. The Molagora is a lot easier, though. It's a weekly basis thing, just 150. But yeah, you definitely want to make sure you get the Unknown Slate when you're starting out as well, and just save it. Save it for when a better 5-star comes along that you have. Transmit stones. I think I've talked about this a little bit. Use all of your gold ones on Galaxy bookmarks here. I'll do this on camera for you guys. The Molagoras are fine to get. The Greater Spirit Bloom makes a ton of sense because it's only 3. This is equivalent to like 3-star heroes that you transmit. And then the rest of this stuff is kind of up to you guys. Like the Ego Fragment is reasonable. I know some endgame players like getting this one too. The Artifact Charms are always quite nice as well, because these are pretty limited in the game. But yeah. And then there's some stuff even in here where all the stuff that you go through and buy. But I think it's the rank 1 pack. You can get free rewards from here. These are completely free. It literally says free. You can receive all and get some extra Abyss Guides, some compasses for Labyrinth, Stigma, Leaves, this thing as well, and just some other stuff here like Catalysts, and yeah, so good to keep an eye on that as you're going up, especially this one here. The Abyss Guides are huge right at the beginning. You can get this the first day and get to like Abyss level 13 or whatever, like literally the first day, so that's kind of pretty cool. So that's some of the in-shop stuff for free-to-play players. We'll take a look at Unrecorded History here. So this is 10-10, you beat 10-10, and you're like, well, what do I do now? I know there's kind of a lull there for the first time you get through it. It's like, well, I just kind of went through the whole story. What do I do now? You have this thing called Unrecorded History here, where it's like the center of Britannia. Unrecorded History is like the middle, and you can go through here and do all this. There are 33 stages in total, so this will be the end here, Revenbull. You do end up getting Kazran, another Guardian, in here as well. You get him on like the 5th stage, I think, or you get him from Reputation, but it's for doing the S1 right here. So you'll get him pretty early on. Most people just use Arceus or Archie, the first Guardian that you get, the Guardian that is with the main protagonist Raz in the game. But it's great to farm Unrecorded History because you get 8 AP per run, and you can use that AP and exchange it for literally any catalyst in the game. You can get 20 rare catalysts per different catalyst a week, and you can get 10 epic catalysts for their particular epic catalyst per week. It's always important to focus on the catalysts that are for your Wyvern team first. You could do like Vildred or Iceria along with that as well. But yeah, getting the catalysts you need for your Wyvern team is pretty key. So Unrecorded History is a good place to start looking and farming. And then if you have a side story going on like we do right now, definitely farm that too, because there's a bunch of catalysts you can get from those. And then the next thing is adventure in here. You're going to want to go through and do chapter 2 here, Sidonia, or episode 2, and get to Mining City Aiken. It's stage 3, and you're going to want to beat 310, the 10th stage of it. And then, okay, I'm in the wrong one here. This is the starting one, Jurgen Borderlands. As you can see here, you have S stages now, 1S4. You also have 1S1, 2, 3. These are side stages and different stories that you can use to sort of shuffle off and get onto 1S, 2S, 6S, and 7S are actually locked behind the 10th chapter of this episode. But getting to chapter 3, stage 10, and clearing it, you unlock the ability to get a connection hero called Furious. You unlock Angelica here as well by completing 1010 of the just original story. But as you can see here, episode 2, 3-10. And you have 4 different missions for each. Angelica, you just have to get to rank 30. Very easy to do. Just go through, unlock Furious. And if you're still stuck at like 28, 29, just farm Unrecorded History and you'll very quickly get to rank 30. And then for Furious, you need Brave Crests, which you can get from guild. As you can see here, like, these are pretty simple things. I mean, this stuff is basically all complete before you even pass 1010. Like, your Angelica's already going to be 3 out of 4 steps of the way there before you pass 1010 of the original story. But for him, you want to preemptively join a guild here, and every day when you click on that guild tab, you'll get 10 of these Brave Crests. Clicking on the daily reward will give you some amount of Brave Crests based on how many of your guildmates have logged in or checked in or whatever. And then you have these weekly missions that will help you to get more. You can just check in and you get Brave Crests, donating Proof of Courage, raising penguins, battling alongside a supporter, collecting rings. World Boss doesn't unlock until level 50. Proof of Courage is actually something you get here. It's called... or you get it from urgent missions. When you're doing adventure or side story, urgent missions will be unlocked, and you can do those and get gold or equipment or spirit blooms, and you'll end up with a Proof of Courage for doing those missions, and you can turn them in for armbands. You can also donate gold to get these as well, so we'll do that. And you can come into the member shop here and use those commander armbands here that you get for donating Proof of Courage, and get the Proof of Valor artifact. It's definitely the best one out of all these. They're all good in some way, but Proof of Valor is extremely important to get and max at least 1 copy of. It's usable in so many places, and that'll make more sense later on. But definitely working towards that is what matters. You can come in here and you can request support. So I can donate a Greater Frost Rune here, and I get 20 Brave Crests that way as well. So I actually have enough now. I need 400 Brave Crests to get Furious, and that is now fulfilled. Coming in here and just asking for the lowest level of this stuff is fine early on, but typically you're going to want to ask for these Mana Drake Claws. I'd actually just do that anyway, because pretty much everyone is going to have them. If you just keep donating them back and forth, you never actually have to farm too many of these. You just keep recycling them and using them to get these. Don't feel bad if you don't want to support someone by giving them a catalyst. This is not really that intelligent of a thing to even ask for, because they're precious materials. Nobody ever has enough of them, until you're in the end game. Anyway, yeah, I think that's all for this one. Just moving forward from 1010, get to Mining City Aiken to unlock that Furious connection, look to do the Furious connection and the Angelica connection, and then also at rank 25 you unlock the Pet House. We will talk about that next time. But let's just finish this episode off with a Moonlight Summon. So we'll see what we get here. Okay, it's a 3-star. I don't think I have one yet, so they're all going to be new at this point. But yeah, there's a pretty high chance of getting shine or whatever here. You get this purple shine that shows up, and then you'll get a 4-star or a 5-star that way. So anyway, that's all for this video, and I'll see you next time.